Hello and welcome back to Aston Villa Fan Club. I know it's been a while since we've done a video where I'm talking, where I'm on FIFA, but today I've got a special one. We are using the live start point feature in the FC25 career mode to start from next season. We're in the Europa League. We've got PSR issues, as we all know, so I've got a couple of objectives, but this is how the squad is looking. There's a couple of players that I've got to release just for realism purposes, like Rico Richards and Kobe Moore. But we're going to get into the transfers really quickly because, as you can see, the squad is absolutely huge. There's obviously some players linked away. Not naming any names, as well as some players linked to coming in. So I've built up a shortlist already of realistic players that Villa have been linked to. Obviously, there's players like Han Garcia and Ryan Cherky that we was linked to, who I would have loved, but they've gone elsewhere, so they won't be on the list. But players such as Wilfried Singo, Raul Bellanova, Jonathan David, Rashford, Asensio, can we make them come back possibly for the Europa League? Hopefully we can, and hopefully we can win the Europa League this season and get back into the Champions League. So I have got some objectives. So as just mentioned, I have set five objectives for this career mode, with objective 1 and 2 being transfer related. Objective 1 is to stay within PSR. We want at least £35 million of profit, which is recorded in the office section of the career mode. And if we don't hit that, I will forfeit all 3 home games against promoted sides to simulate a 9-point deduction. So there is indeed some incentive to stay within PSR regulations. Objective 2 is to lower the average age of the squad. As Pete of the Holy Trinity Show pointed out, our average age is too high, with an average age of 26.6. Only Liverpool, Everton, Newcastle, Fulham and West Ham have older squads than us in the Premier League. Replacing players just about on the wrong side of their peaks with young stars is just how we do this. Objective 3 is to get back into the Champions League. Plain and simple. Top 4, Europa League win, whatever, I don't care. We need Champions League football. If we fail to do this, for realism's sake, once again, I will transfer list all 3 of our top 3 performers from the season, going off their average rating, and I will sell one of them. Objective 4 is to finish in the top 8 of the Europa League stage. It's a small objective, but if we fail to do so, we cannot make any permanent signings in January, regardless of sales, because of the loss of reward money. Objective 5 is to just win a trophy. It will have been 30 years since our last trophy win come the end of the season. Over double our second longest trophy drought in history. Whether it's the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, the Europa League, I don't care. I'm desperate to go all the way in one of them this season. But that's it. Let's get into the career mode. So of course, looking at the squad, I think we've got one glaring area to upgrade, and that will be the right back role. We obviously still have Matty Cash there at the minute, and while I do like Matty Cash, he's a good lad. He works hard. He's been a great servant for Villa. I think he's just not been good enough. I don't think he's been at the level for a good while now. I mean, you look at when we was qualifying for the Conference League, Ashley Young was playing ahead of him at his old age, and he got released after that. I think that was the moment where we should have gone right. New right back, absolute priority. Here it is, the shortlist, the big reveal. We've got a couple of goalkeepers on here, of course, Chevalier and Lunin, who I absolutely love to death. A couple of right backs, Bellanova, loads of assists for Atalanta last season, Mingueza, who we almost got in January. They're more sort of wing backs, and then you've got Singo, Ben White and Arnold Martinez. Alexandro Ribeiro, he can play either side of a back two, I really like him. Christian Mosquera, we've of course had some concrete links with him, possibly in a swap deal for Enzo Berenashea. Malik Thior, unbelievable young centre-half, I really like him. Edmund Tapsoba and Hincapié, absolutely brilliant footballers. Xabi Alonso's gone, maybe we could swoop in, you know. Alex Baena, we know Unai loves Alex Baena, and I also love Alex Baena. Wahan Sanset, who I love as well. Very, very hard to prize him away from Athletic Bilbao, though. Basque players are usually very, very loyal to Athletic Bilbao. Eberechi Eze, obviously, what a footballer, Premier League proven, unbelievable player. We of course do need a number 10 after Marco Asensio's loan ended. I would personally bring him back, maybe on another loan. I don't think FIFA will allow that, as he's only got 1 year left in his contract. Same sort of position, left-footed right winger /10. James McAtee, brilliant young footballer. Ademola Lookman, great player. Evan Gesson, I absolutely love Evan Gesson. If I had my way, Marcus Rashford would be back at Villa already. Jeremy Pino, worked with Unai before, brilliant young player, can play up front, can play on the wing, really good. Jonathan David, if we do sign him, FIFA hasn't got him down as a free agent, but he is, so I'm not going to be counting that towards the objective fee. And Mateo Retegui, I should say, my apologies. What a player he is, scored a boatload of goals for Atalanta last season. And just to go through the transfer list, we've got Nedeljkovic, Barkley, Digne, Martinez, Dendoncker, Moreno, Watkins, Buendia, Cash, Bailey, and Kesler Hayden all up for transfer, with Gauchi, Barry, Lewis, Dobbins, Tilswinkles, Feeney, Marshy, Lino Sosa, Illing Jr. up for loan, and Bagard up for transfer as well. And Matty Cash has completed a move away from Aston Villa. He will be going off to Parma for £20.5 million. A £6 million profit on what we paid for him originally, I believe. It's telling me I could have made 3.2 more million, but I think 20.5 million is a brilliant fee, and now we can, of course, make a move on a new right back. But not before Josh Feeney completes a loan move away to Boa Vista for 1 year. He impressed on loan at Shrewsbury. He's now going to the Portuguese division. Leon Bailey has also completed a move away from Aston Villa. He will be going to Tottenham, who did, of course, inquire about him in the January transfer window. They made their interest concrete. They came back, and the start of the 2023-24 season, where he got 14 goals and 14 assists as we qualified for the Champions League, has left us. Unfortunately, he couldn't replicate his form last season. But there we go. We get £23.8 million for him, as well as Philippe Marshall also joining Josh Feeney in Portugal on a 1 year loan. Ross Barkley as well completes a move to Newcastle United, who are doing what we did, preparing for life in the Champions League, with a move for Ross Barkley. And there you see, finally, the £23.8 million fee for Leon Bailey. The next player out the door is Samuel Illing Jr., but this one isn't as sad. He is going to the French Riviera for a little holiday. He's going to AS Monaco on loan for 12 months. And the next player out the door is Louis Barry. He's going to Crystal Palace for 12 months. I think lots and lots of outgoings, as Tommy O'Reilly is on his way to Samsung Sport. And Zepikeno Redmond also gets a decent loan move away. He's going to Luton Town for the next 2 years. Lewis Dobbins completed a 12-month loan move to Leicester. Alex Moreno has completed a permanent move to Nottingham Forest, and to take us up to near enough £73 million profit, Leander Dendoncker has completed a near £5 million move to Fulham. Now, this is a weird one. Martinez is gone for a huge fee, £47.5 million. That's run £117.5 million profit. Well, probably 117. I added a bit on from Dendoncker. So we've got a lot of money to spend now. 82 million. My apologies, to be exact. But it's not to Man U or Barca or Bayern. Joe Gauchi ruining my reveal there, going out on loan to Werder Bremen for 12 months. It's to Bournemouth. Yeah, I kind of just went in and just thought, I'm looking for 40 mil. I'm just going to highball them, see if they accept it, and they did. And another cult hero, modern day legend, has left the club. They've raided us just a little bit. They took Bailey as well, and now they've paid a whopping £50 million for Ollie Watkins. Emi Buendia is the next man to move away. He's joining Louis Barry at Crystal Palace for the first signing of the summer. Well, the third signing of the summer window is here. Marco Asensio has made his move permanent. That's the Emi Buendia replacement right there, straight away. If you're looking at it in terms of profits, it is a £5 million loss, but it's a much better player. Marco Asensio, back at Aston Villa. He will not be wearing it. I've got that save for something else. But welcome back to Aston Villa, Marco Asensio. And the fourth summer signing is yet another loan move made permanent. Welcome back to Aston Villa, Marcus Rashford. Yasin Özcan becomes the next player out the door. Kane Kessler-Hayden, the young Villa boy, is also leaving. Lamar Bagard joins his compatriot Redmond at Luton Town. Luca Digne is out the door. Spurs raiding us just that little bit, you know. The next signing in the door, this is a big one. The new number 1 at Villa Park for years to come. Frenchman Luca Chevalier. Norberto Neto joins as a second choice goalkeeper. He played that role for Arsenal this year. He was good for Bournemouth in the years prior. We've got him for 700 grand on a 2-year deal. Right back problems? What right back problems? Arnel Martinez has joined from Girona, greeted by new signing Lucas Chevalier for £32 million. And the centre-back issues are solved as well. Christian Mosquera, young Spaniard, joins for £17 million. From the 9th and possibly final signing of the window, Sergi Cardona, doing our shopping in Spain this summer, as we should really. First up, first game of the season is apparently at Goodison Park. We're going to quick sim this first one away at Everton. Even though it's a big game, we are going to quick sim it just because we spend so much time on transfers. Hopefully we get a good result, and we do. Marcus Rashford, of course, with 2 goals on his re-debut, let's call it. And what is definitely our last signing of the window. What can I say? I'm a sentimental boy. Jack Grealish has returned to Aston Villa for £22.6 million. He's back in the number 10 shirt. He's back at Villa. He's back at home. And he's ready to win some trophies. And after the signing of Jack Grealish, we're ready to have a look back through our signings, just to give you a little recap of who we have indeed signed. Jack Grealish, of course, joining on a cut price fee, less than a quarter of what we sold him for 4 years ago. Sergi Cardona joining to give competition to Martin. Mosquera doing the same, but with Ezri Konsa, Arnold Martinez replacing Matty Cash. That is a brilliant signing in my opinion. Norberto Neto replaces Robin Olsen. I think that's an upgrade. Lucas Chevalier, not an upgrade on Martinez just yet. I think he's got a lot of potential, and if he's nurtured right, if he learns the right things, he will be an upgrade on Emi Martinez eventually. Marcus Rashford for £23 million. We negotiated down, as we did with the Coutinho option to buy. We got him for just over half of the option to buy. And then there's Marco Asensio also joining after his successful loan spell. So as you can see, here is the squad depth we've got. This is a fully rotated Aston Villa side. Obviously, when they're getting properly used, Garcia will be a right back and Marlon will be a right midfielder. But say we want to just make 11 changes in the cup, you can't really fault this team. No one lower than 70 rated. Some good young talent in there, some experience in there as well if we do need to see out a game against a decent championship side, or a side like Sunderland just lower down in the Premier League, in the cup. We can just make 11 changes and I'll be confident that this side can beat them. And as you can see here, this is why I decided to skip the game against Everton. Manchester City at home, second game of the season. It's a very big one. We're going to make sure the bench is properly prepared for such a game. Cardona, do we want him on the bench? I think we do. I think we'll need Cardona more than we'll need Andre Garcia. This is a huge game. Jack Grealish staying on the bench for this one, I think I'd like to bring Anana into the midfield just for this one. And yeah, I'll leave it like that. We'll bring Anana in against Man City. Let's get into such a huge game. He can cross field and find the ball to McGinn. McGinn looking for Rashford. Rashford nods it on to Morgan Rogers. Rogers to Martin. Rogers does well, and he finds Marcus Rashford, who can have a go. Oh, he just got stuck under his feet before he had the shot. Kamara with a brilliant tackle. McGinn. Tielemans turns on it and gives it to Rogers. Rogers has Tielemans with him. Tielemans. He finds Rashford. Rashford on his left foot. Oh, it's just wide. McGinn finds Tielemans. Tielemans to Martin. Martin wants Rogers, and he's got him. Rogers, that's a foul if he stops. Oh, that's a good effort though. Approaching half time. Villa have definitely been the better side. That's a good ball through, and Haaland's in. And when Haaland's in like that, there's only going to be one result. As I said, we needed to put away our chances.
To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect, and this is Haaland at his very best. He's composed, he shows
That's a great hit.
And he just smashes it beyond the keeper.
And Erling Haaland has put Man City 1-0 up at Villa Park. That's always a tough mountain to climb, 1-0 down against Man City. It's a shame. Ah, man. You just knew that would happen if we didn't put away our chances. McGinn finds Anana. Anana out to Ian Martin. Martin finds Rogers. Rogers to Rashford. Rashford. Tielemans. Oh, it's beautiful. What a goal. The first goal at Villa Park this season. Youri Tielemans, the player of the year from last season. Marcus Rashford with the assist after his 2 goals in the first game of the season. And that's exactly what we needed to do. We needed to come out right at the start of the second half. And what a finish that is from Youri Tielemans. A great little ball from Rashford. He held on to it well. Tielemans, intelligent. He made the run after Rashford drew Stones out. And he's just placed it in that bottom corner. What a finish. But it's what we expect from the man. Martin, Villa getting in their groove there. Martin finds Rogers, who lets it run. Gets his shot off. Oh, that's a good save. That's a great save. And this could be dangerous. Haaland's in again. Good save from Lucas Chevalier. Oh, but he's got the rebound. Oh, man. God, Erling Haaland's just infuriating, man. How's he even got to that? That should be Konza's ball all day. And he's somehow just plucked that out. It's a great save from Chevalier first time as well. 10 minutes. 10 minutes we was level. McGinn, Tielemans, the goal scorer. Made himself some space there. Oh, he's at the bar. Martin out to Silva, but Foden's got some space in the middle. Haaland, that's it. Haaland's got his hat-trick. And it's against the run of play once again, but it doesn't really matter. We haven't took our chances today. And it's come back to bite us. And that'll be it for the game. A 3-1 loss to Man City. Erling Haaland, 4 shots, 3 goals. Of course, all 4 shots were his 3 goals because one of them was a rebound. That's such a disappointing loss. So yeah, we will be starting next episode away at Newcastle United. It's always a tough game, but they're in some good form. They beat Chelsea away and Wolves at home, both by a 2-1 scoreline. So they've already beat a West Midlands team 2-1 at home. They'll be hoping to do that again against the mighty Villa. If you did enjoy this episode, please like, share and subscribe. And of course, as always, up the Villa.